Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you? I hope you are enjoying the best of health. I welcome you in my class, that is English for grade 2. We are learning Unit 15. Its title is My School. My dear fellow teachers, this lesson plan, PowerPoint presentation and worksheet links are given. You may click it, download it, follow it as it is or modify it for your convenience. I'm going to deliver my lecture according to this lesson plan. Yes, my dear students, today we are going to read and recite this beautiful poem. And before this, we have already learned how to recite short poems with actions, and we have already learned to use first and second letters to arrange words in alphabetical order. I hope you remember these lectures. These are given. One is in Unit 3 and other is in Unit 6. And we are going to further practice this to read and recite short poems or nursery rhymes with actions and use first and second letter to arrange words in alphabetical order. Fill in missing information to complete a simple paragraph. These are our today's SLOs. Let's start with the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah mentions in Quran, Surah Taha, verse 114. So high above all is Allah, the Supreme, the Truth. And O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, do not hasten with the recitation of the Quran before its revelation is completed to you. And say, my Lord, increase me in knowledge. Yes, my dear students, what this beautiful verse is telling us. Subhanallah, beta, Allah is teaching to our beloved Prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam the rules of learning, and after Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah is teaching to all of us. And what Allah is teaching to us? Do not hasten. So whenever something is being taught to us, we should not hurry to say it. First, we should understand the concept completely, then we should practice. And again, Allah is saying, always say, increase me in knowledge. Because our knowledge is limited. Whatever we learned, we need to learn more and more and more. So that's why, though we have learned how to recite poem with action, still we need to practice further. That's why, beta, whenever we repeat something, we should do it in even better way, in a more way, in a better way, that we practice further, That's why we do the things again and again. Do you understand? This is how we increase in knowledge. We learn new things. All right. So this is a beautiful dua. We should recite it every time. Oh Allah, increase me in knowledge. Right. All right. So let's start our today's lecture. Tell me, which area of learning do you like the most in your school? So in school, we learn many things. What you like the most to learn? Pause the video, answer this question to your teacher, and then come back. Yes, my dear students, did you mention what do you like the most? Very good. So there are many things, whatever we do in school, this poem is reflecting. So let's start understanding the poem first. I really like my school and just want to say that's where I spend most of my day. The poet is saying, I really like my school. So every child likes the school, right? And just want to say, so because I like my school and I want to say about my school, that's where I spend, means where I am most of my day. I spend most of the time of my day in school, right? So this is what the opening stanza of the poem is, and the poet is talking about school. Countless activities, means there are many activities, even I cannot count, I get to do. For arts and crafts, I always use glue. What does craft mean? making things by hands. So whenever there is an arts and craft class, I use glue and many. So poet mentioned only glue. So there are many things. We use colors, we use paper, scissors, many things. So this is how we do many activities. During math class, I learned to add and subtract. So this is, these are maths, how we do addition in mathematics and subtraction. So we learn it in maths class. 10 times 10 equals 100. That's an absolute fact. So I learned to add and subtract. That's an absolute fact. Okay, so fact and subtract, they are rhyming words. And what the poet is telling in this stanza? First, the poet is mentioning about maths class. What do I learn? I learn addition and subtraction and 10 times 100. Do you know the table of 10? So 10 times tens is equal to 100, right? We learn it how 10 times 10 is equal to 100, and it is a fact. And we know, we have learnt about fact. Fact means something which is true and it can be proven. So wherever you are, 10 times 10 remains 100, right? So this is what the poet is mentioning, that I learned different things in maths class. In next stanza, the poet is saying, one of my favorite classes. Oh, you mentioned your favorite thing, and the poet is saying my favorite classes is fun and called gym. The poet likes gym. I can nearly touch that basketball rim. And what is gym, beta? It's a room for exercise. Usually it is in schools, and like this is what the poet is mentioning. And what is he saying? I like my gym class the most, and I nearly touch basketball rim. And what is basketball rim? You see, the net in which you put, like the basket is hanging with a, this a circular thing which is attached with the pole. That is called rim. So because poet is mentioning in school, I was not tall enough, so I nearly touched the rim, the way this student is doing it. Okay, and the poet is telling he likes gym class the most. Okay, fine, it's his own choice. I also enjoy learning difficult words to spell. My ears are programmed for that school bell. So he also likes spellings, means that's learning in your English class, and his program means something which you do so many times that you automatically learn. So automatically you know it. It's time for my school, it's time for my English class, for my Urdu class. So this is how programmed me. Like automatically I come to know that the bell is about to ring and it's my next lecture time, right? So this is how poet is mentioning in this stanza. I really like my school and just want to say, this is what the opening was. I really like my school and just want to say, I'm always excited for the very next day. And what does excited mean? In an energy state higher than the normal, the way this child is excited. Very excited. Oh, wow, today it was a wonderful day in school. So I'm excited for tomorrow. Tomorrow I learn more. So tomorrow I will learn more. This is how poet is expressing how he likes his school. I like my school, right? So that's it about this poem. I hope you understand everything. So tell me, what does the poet expresses in this poem, and which activity do you enjoy the most at your school? Pause the video, answer these questions to your teacher, and then come back. Yes, my dear students, I hope you have answered. Now we have understood this poem. We have read it on our own. So it's time for activity. And what the activity is, now you will recite the poem with actions. Teacher, if you think it's the whole class is going to recite it together, or you may divide class into groups, because we have already practiced how to recite poem with action. So make the groups of students or make a group of the whole class and make them the children to recite this poem. Enjoy this activity and then come back. Yes, my dear children, are you done with it? Good job. Now, all of you settle down, go back to your seats, because we are going to practice to complete the paragraph with help of the given words. So, dear children, here are words and here is paragraph. So, first you will read the paragraph and you will read the word bank, then take the appropriate word to complete the sentences. Okay, pause the video, complete this task in your book. If there is any confusion, raise your hand, talk to your teacher, complete this task and then come back. Yes, my dear children, I should end with it. Good job. So now it's time for alphabetical order. What does alphabetical order mean? I have already taught you, like, there are 26 letters in English alphabet, and all these alphabets are arranged in a specific order, right? So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, this is called order. They are coming in an order. H always come after G when we are writing alphabets, okay? So always J always comes before K. This is what every letter has its place in this all the alphabets. That is called an order. So when we are asked to arrange things, arrange names or the words in alphabetical order, what does it mean? We have to look at the first letter, and out of these letters, we have to arrange them in a way these letters appear in alphabets. Okay, so the first word written here, over here, is starting with T, but T does not come in the beginning. So what comes first in alphabets? A. Is there any word starting with A? Yes, it means it should come first. What comes next? B. Is there any word starting with B? No, it means we can miss it. What comes next? C. Is there any word starting with C? Yes, it's there. So this word, chair, come next. What comes after C? D. Is there any words? Yeah, it's D. So likewise, we'll keep on saying A, B, C, and we'll keep on arranging these words as the first alphabetical order, because we are looking at the first letter of these words. That's why it's called first alphabetical order, right? Now we have arranged all these words in alphabetical order. It means their first letter are in order as they appear in alphabets, means when we are writing ABC, right? But in next situation, if only when the first letter of words given is same, we use second letter of the given words for sequence or character setting, and this is called second alphabetical order. For example, now look at these words. The first letter of these words is C for all the letters. So how we'll arrange them in alphabetical order? We'll look at second letter and we'll arrange it for second letter as they appear in ABC. I have already taught you, remember? So how we'll do it? Because C is same for all the words. What is next? Second letter. We'll see which word has second letter A, second letter B, second letter C. This is how we'll do it. And this is the alphabetical arrangement. Cake comes first, clown, then crown and cup. Because A comes, then the next word is B, C, D, that's missing. So what comes next? What comes next? This is how we have arranged. Do you remember? All right. So this is what we are going to practice again. For these words, what you will do, arrange each row of words according to second alphabetical order. Now you see in this row, for all these words, first letter is same. So we have to arrange it for second alphabetical order, right? So pause the video, complete this task in your notebook and then come back. Yes, my dear children, are you done with it? Good job. So it's time for your homework. You will make sentences of the following words in your notebook. And here is a worksheet. My dear fellow teachers, this worksheet, lesson plan, PowerPoint presentation links are given. You may click it, download it, and kindly provide a printed worksheet to students for practice. And my dear children, what you are going to do, this is a beautiful poem and you are going to recite it with actions. So what we have learned today, we learned to read and recite short poems or nursery rhymes with actions. We use first and second letter to arrange words in alphabetical order and fill in the missing information to complete a simple paragraph. Are we done with it? Yes, so that's it for today. Tomorrow I'll come again with a very interesting lesson. Till that time, keep learning and take very good care of yourself. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.